Never thought I would say this out loud, not at 78 years old. For more than 5 decades, I carried a secret so heavy that it changed the way I loved, the way I lived, and the way I looked at myself in the mirror. My name is Margaret Collins, and tonight, sitting alone in my quiet home in Ohio, with nothing but the ticking clock and fading memories around me, I've decided it's time. Time to tell the truth. The house feels different when you're old. Not empty, not exactly. Just quieter. Every sound echoes a little longer. Every memory lingers a little deeper. The wooden floor creaks the same way it did when my husband, Robert, used to walk through the hallway. The kitchen still smells faintly like coffee and cinnamon, his favorite. But Robert has been gone for 12 years now. And my son stopped calling a long time ago. I sit in my armchair by the window, wrapped in a soft gray blanket, watching the world outside move on without me. Children laugh, cars pass, life continues. But inside this house, time feels frozen. And for years, I told myself I was okay with that. But the truth is, I was hiding. I was 22 when it happened. Young, full of dreams, and in love. Or at least I thought I was. His name was Daniel. He had this way of smiling that made you feel like you were the only person in the world. He talked about big plans, New York business, success, and I believed every word. Until the day I told him I was pregnant. I remember that moment like it was yesterday. We were sitting in his car, parked near the lake. My hands were shaking as I whispered, "Daniel, I'm going to have a baby." He didn't say anything at first. Then he just stared straight ahead. And finally, he said words that shattered everything. "That's your problem, not mine." I felt something inside me break. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly, like glass cracking under pressure. Back then, things were different. A young and married woman with a child, it wasn't just difficult, it was shameful. My parents were strict, traditional. When they found out, my mother cried for days. My father didn't speak to me for weeks. And then they made a decision. "You're giving the baby up," my father said firmly. "No," I whispered. "You don't have a choice." But I did. I always did. And yet I didn't fight hard enough. I was scared. Scared of losing my family. Scared of being alone. Scared of the world. So I did what they told me. I gave my baby away. It was a boy. I remember holding him for the first and last time. He was so small, so perfect. His tiny fingers wrapped around mine as if he didn't want to let go. And maybe neither did I. "I'm sorry," I whispered through tears. "I'm so sorry." A nurse gently took him from my arms, and just like that he was gone. No goodbye. No second chance. Just silence. That was the day my heart learned how to live with a hole in it. Years passed. I met Robert. He was kind, steady, safe. Everything Daniel wasn't. We got married, bought this house, built a life, and eventually we had a son, Michael. From the outside, it looked like a perfect life. But secrets have a way of staying with you. Quietly, patiently. Every time I held Michael, I thought about the baby I lost. Every birthday, every milestone. I wondered, where is he? Is he okay? Does he ever think about me? Michael grew up to be a good man, smart, independent. But as he got older, something changed. We grew distant. Small conversations turned into silence. Visits became rare. And then they stopped altogether. I told myself it was normal. The kids move on. That life gets busy. But deep down I wondered if somehow my past had shaped my future. If the love I couldn't fully give had created a space between us. It arrived on a rainy afternoon. A simple envelope. No return address. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside was a letter. Just one sentence. "I think you're my mother." My heart stopped. 56 years. And now this? We met a week later. A small calf. I almost didn't recognize him. But when he smiled, I saw it. That same smile. Daniel's smile. "Margaret?" he asked softly. I nodded. Tears already forming. "I've been looking for you," he said. We talked for hours. About his life. His adoptive parents. His search for answers. And finally about me. I don't hate you, he said. I just wanted to know why. And for the first time in my life, I told the truth. I was scared, I said, my voice breaking. I thought I had no choice. I've regretted it every single day. He looked at me quietly, and then he reached across the table and held my hand. You were young, he said, and you're here now. We started meeting regularly, slowly, carefully, like learning how to walk again. There were awkward moments, painful conversations, but also laughter, understanding, forgiveness, and for the first time in decades, I felt something I thought I had lost forever. Peace. Now, I sit in the same chair, the same quiet house, but everything feels different, because the secret is no longer mine to carry alone. Last week, my son Michael called. For the first time in years, I heard, he said softly, I think we should talk. And maybe, just maybe, it's not too late for that either. I look at the old photograph in my hands. 2 boys, 2 lives, both connected to me in ways I never fully understood until now. Tears roll down my cheeks, but this time they don't feel heavy. They feel freeing, because after all these years, I finally told the truth. And sometimes the truth doesn't break you. It sets you free. If you're holding on to something, a secret, a regret, a truth you're afraid to face, don't wait a lifetime like I did. Because healing doesn't begin when time passes, it begins the moment you choose to let go.